Daniel was a man of deep faith. He lived many miles from his home. He served powerful kings in a foreign land. Yet, his heart remained true to God. Daniel loved God, and he was not afraid to show it. Every day, Daniel prayed 3 times. He would open his windows facing Jerusalem. He gave thanks to his God. This was his habit. Daniel's faith was real. It was personal. This unwavering faith gave Daniel great strength. It also gave him incredible wisdom. Kings noticed this. His first and foremost commitment was to the King of Kings. God always came first. Not everyone admired Daniel's success. Other officials in the kingdom watched him. They saw how much King Darius favored him. Envy began to grow in their hearts. They looked for ways to discredit Daniel. They searched for any mistake in his work, but they found nothing. Daniel was honest. He was diligent. He was blameless in his duties. These jealous men knew Daniel's weakness, if you could call it that. It was his unwavering faithfulness to God. They knew he would never compromise his beliefs. They understood he would never stop praying. So, they hatched a wicked plan. A plan to use Daniel's devotion against him. Their hearts were set on his destruction. They sought to trap him through his own goodness. The plotters went to King Darius. They flattered him. They proposed a new law. For the next 30 days, they said, no one should pray. No one should pray to any god or man, only to King Darius himself. They made it sound like a tribute to the king's greatness. The king, unaware of their evil intentions, liked the idea. He signed the decree. It became an unbreakable law. The punishment for breaking this new law was severe. Anyone caught praying to another god would be thrown into a den of lions. A terrifying fate. The trap was now perfectly set. Daniel, the man of prayer, was their target. His loyalty to God was about to be tested like never before. Would he bow to the king's decree, or would he remain faithful to his God? Daniel heard about the new law. He knew the terrible punishment. Did he hide? Did he stop praying? No. Daniel went home. He went to his upstairs room, as always. He opened his windows that faced Jerusalem. He got down on his knees, and he prayed to God. He gave thanks, just as he had always done. He chose obedience to God over his own life. His courage was remarkable. Soon Daniel was arrested. His enemies were quick to report him. King Darius was deeply distressed. He realized he had been tricked. He respected Daniel greatly. The king spent the day trying to find a way to save him, but the law could not be changed. With a heavy heart, he gave the order. Daniel was thrown into the den of hungry lions. The entrance was sealed with a stone. What a night that must have been. Dark, silent except for the breathing of lions. But Daniel was not alone. God saw his faithfulness. God heard his prayers. He sent an angel. This heavenly messenger came down into that dark den. The angel shut the mouths of the lions. Those fierce beasts became as gentle as lambs. They did not harm Daniel, not a single scratch. Throughout that long night, Daniel was safe. He was protected. He was surrounded by deadly predators. Yet he rested in God's care. This was a miracle, a powerful, undeniable miracle. God had honored Daniel's unwavering trust. He showed that he is mighty to save. In the face of terrifying danger, God provided a sanctuary of peace. Daniel's faith had not been in vain. Daniel's story is more than just an ancient account. It is a story for you and for me. It echoes through the centuries. It speaks to our hearts today. We all face our own kinds of lions' dens. Perhaps they are not literal dens with roaring beasts, but they are situations that test our faith. They challenge our courage. They make us question what we believe. Think about your life. Maybe your lion's den is pressure at work. Pressure to cut corners, to be dishonest. Maybe it's the fear of what others will think if you stand up for your beliefs. It could be the loneliness you feel when your faith makes you different, or the temptation to take the easy way out instead of the right way. These are the modern dens where our faith is tried. Daniel's experience shows us the way forward. He showed us what true courage looks like. He chose faith over fear. He chose obedience to God over self-preservation. His trust in God did not waver, not even when facing death. He knew God was with him. This is the example he sets for us, a powerful reminder of where our strength truly lies. We can learn so much from Daniel. We can choose to stand firm. We can keep praying, even when it's hard. We can trust that God is always with us. His protection is real. His love never fails. Daniel's story is an invitation to live with courage, to hold on to our faith. God can shut the mouths of any lions we face. He is our ever-present help. Trust him.